What's going on, my boxing family? It's your boy Martin, aka the Boxing Purist. Welcome once again to the Truth and Absolute channel, where I speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me good God Almighty. All right, y'all, so we just wrapped it up. I know y'all saw the card. It was a great card. We had some good fights on there. Listen, let's start with Ugas versus Barrios. Going into this fight, I was expecting a straight out, like the end of Carlito's way, right? Just getting one last move in before you close it out. I feel like Barrios and Ugas are kind of in that spot because they fought the top fighters and they came up a little short. That's not quite their level, so I thought against each other, they were gonna really have it out. Now, Ugas' eye, I feel, changed the fight. I mean, it was a good fight all around, but I feel like that eye, it changed the whole momentum of the fight. He got dropped twice. He was also landing some shots on Barrios, though. I forget what round. I think he even hurt Barrios, or caught him flush nonetheless, 1 or 2 times. It was a good fight. Now, the gift of the night was, dang, I'm drawing a blank right here. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the Lubin. I forgot the other guy's name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Listen, my man Lubin boxed well. He jabbed, he moved, he did all that. But he was getting caught to the body so much every single round, which count as power shots from that dude Jesus, bringing the pressure. I don't know how he got gifted that fight. It is what it is. But now, drum roll, let's talk about the main event. Listen. Charlo, and I said it so many times, and I've said it in many of my videos when we're leading up to a fight, when it's a first time for a fighter stepping up to the big stage. A lot of y'all don't take it into consideration. Y'all just think they get inside the ring and it's the same deal. But listen, I guarantee you talk to somebody that gambles money, that bets big money on fights. Things like that, first time being in a certain event of the size of that magnitude, will change betting odds just because they have not been there before. Charlo, starting the fight, he showed Canelo way too much respect. Charlo was not himself, and that's because the moment was too big for him, in my opinion. And instantly, Canelo got his respect with those big thudding shots. I mean, I thought Jermell was going to fight a lot different. I thought he was going to take a blueprint from a Bivol, from a Floyd Mayweather, to where he's not only hitting with Canelo with lateral movements, but throwing combinations and moving. Jermell was moving, but then he was just staying there like prey, waiting for Canelo. And you know Canelo, man, he sees you stop for a minute, he gives you that little step, and he just jumps in, putting everything into whatever punch he's throwing. Whether it's that punch to the body, whether he's punching your shoulder, whether he's punching your bicep, he just jumps in there. I mean, it was a clean sweep. It was like a sparring practice for Canelo. But now listen, y'all, listen. There's a reason that there's levels to this game. There's levels to this game. Canelo looked like the Canelo of old, all right? You know, he's talked about his hand being messed up. He's talked about other things. We know he wasn't really motivated for the Ryder fight, even though all the hype was around it. Homecoming fight in Mexico, where he's from and all that. But we know he wasn't motivated for that fight, right? Let's be real about it. He looked like the Canelo of old, which is super dope. The fight itself, Charlo had some good moments. Charlo had some decent moments in that fight, but they were just moments every now and then. Again, there's levels to this game. It was a good fight. I mean, I scored it 11-1, just being generous to Charlo. It's one of those fights that you could, every round that you could possibly, a moment, you'll be, you know, I'll give you a round. That's what it was with this one. He just was not ready, yo. And let me say something. The reason that Charlo lost had nothing to do with the size difference. It does make a difference inside that ring. But what we saw tonight was just him not being ready up here for the moment. He was just not ready for Canelo. You could say that he was a little intimidated by the event and by Canelo himself, which didn't allow him to be himself. But it wasn't like Canelo was in there shoving him around and doing all that. They did that to each other. But I think that he could have came forward at Canelo too, which kind of plays into Canelo's strong point of having you come at him so that he could counter you. So This is the first fight of the PBC deal for Canelo. We'll see what's next, and y'all heard the man. I know what everyone's waiting for, and I know what everyone's going to be talking about now. And I know that everybody in the T-Mobile Arena is looking for David Benavidez to see what he thought about the fight, and if he's going to get the fight, that's going to be the name thrown out there. We all know it, and I think that's why Canelo's like, yo, I don't effing care. Give me anybody. Give me anybody. Which is old Canelo fashion. We'll see what he does with that. What surprised me is when it's time for Charlo to say what he had to say after. Didn't really make any excuses. Again, I kind of felt bad for Charlo, and though just because I know the moment was too big for him, right? Anyway, I thought it was cool how he said, I'm going to go back down and weigh, talking about Tim Tszyu, this and that. No, wait, Crawford. He's like, Crawford. I want to fight Crawford. So I don't know. I think that he kind of called out Crawford because he was so emotional. I think he was kind of hoping to say, yo, I want to fight Crawford as a way of overshadowing what just happened in that ring with Canelo, because Charlo was talking about that was his moment. So we know Crawford got to fight with Spence. We know that rematch is going to happen. And who knows? Charlo's going to make a payday off this. We'll see if he stays busy. He said he was going to get right back into training, but he officially called out Bud, and I wish he wouldn't have done that right now because I think it was straight emotions why he did that. I think he was just trying to say, yeah, I got beat by a bigger man, but I'll fight Crawford. Anyway, yo, let me know what y'all thought of the fight itself. I think we all were expecting a better fight. I think we all thought Charlo was going to do a little bit more. Nonetheless, Canelo did his thing. There's a reason he's the face of boxing. There's a reason that we say that there's levels to this game. Overall, good event. I'm happy with it. I hope y'all are too. So anyways, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button or the dislike button. It's all love. Drop comments down below. Yo, let's talk boxing. Yo, let's engage. I love engaging with y'all. So whatever y'all doing tonight, be safe out there. Get home safe. Much love. God bless y'all. Peace.